2 seconds left. Giddey for the win.
Go! My God! I cannot believe this.
Improbable.
Unbelievable.
Impossible. Josh Giddey from down under beats the Lakers at the horn.
And unbelievable. Wow. Shout out Stacey King and Adam Amin. One of the craziest stretches of basketball we've seen all year and maybe in quite some time. Now, LA entered the fourth quarter with a 16-point lead. Let's flash back. December of 1996. It was the Shaq-led Lakers that blew an 18-point fourth quarter lead against Jordan's Bulls. That was the last time the Lakers blew a 16 or more lead in the fourth quarter. Now, let's head back to Thursday night. We got 12 seconds left, a stretch you have to see to believe. Patrick Williams hits the corner three to cut the lead to 2. Now, the Lakers are on the inbound. They have a timeout left. Here's what J.J. Redick said on his decision-making in the moment.
You don't want to put yourself in that. I mean, if I had 2, I would have taken it automatically. Felt, super comfortable with the lineup we had out there to get the ball in.
So the Lakers inbounding under the Bulls basket. Giddey with the steal to Kobe White.
Yeah, typically you trust one of the smartest players in NBA history to inbound the ball without that kind of sloppy, uncharacteristic mistake.
What a steal by Giddey. 3 by White. Check out this Bulls fan who just took off running. But I hope he came back to him because there was so much more left in these final seconds with down one with 6 seconds left. Austin Reeves, who continues to step up for the Lakers, part of his 30. But there's too much time left. Lakers up 1. The play continues. Bulls don't have a timeout. Nobody from the Lakers picks up the inbounder. Giddey, plenty of room to operate.
Left eye, the Bulls logo, bullseye, baby. It is a game winner walk off on a triple-double.
He shot that next to my parents' couch in Evanston. What a shot. And the Lakers fall victim to the Bulls again. Here's how it sounded on Bulls radio.
Williams to Giddey over the midcourt line. Giddey goes. Midcourt. Oh! It's good! It's good! It's good! Bulls win! Bulls win! Bulls win! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Josh Giddey, I love you!
One of the craziest finishes of the season. Josh will be joining us later in the show. What a shot it was. Here's Giddey right after this big-time win.
Let it fly with confidence. I missed 2 in a row before that, but let that third one go with confidence, and nothing but net. Way to come back. Big win against a good team in front of a packed crowd, so these guys are unbelievable tonight. I never made a game winner before. I made a couple layups to put us up with a couple seconds left, but a walk-off like that from half court I've never done before, so I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but I'll take this one tonight.
How many times are you going to watch that replay?
Oh, I'm going to watch it all night tonight. Great win, but it was better. The win was better than anything. We needed this one in front of a packed crowd tonight, so I'm happy with it.
And take a look at this win probability graph. It was all Lakers in the second half until the very end when Giddey's heroics made this line take a sharp turn in the Bulls' direction. I think that was a lot of Bulls fans basically heart monitors throughout that final finish because it just was absolutely crazy. And we're going to get to how the Lakers let that all happen. But I was raised a Bulls fan, so we're going to start with Chicago, guys. The Bulls have now won 9 of 11 games to, catapult them all the way to 9th in the standings. Brian, is this stretch enough to give Bulls fans substantial hope for the first time in a very long time?
Substantial?
Yeah.
No, but I want to give the Bulls their flowers today. We're not going to focus on overreacting to March win streaks in the NBA. They've been getting some really good play from their young players. Kobe White was simply awesome in the fourth quarter of this game. Not only did he make 4 threes, but he also had 4 assists, and he made the clutch 3 that gave them the lead as well after the steal. And he's been terrific. He was Eastern Conference Player of the Week last week. He had a big role in this one. And then Josh Giddey, the hero last night. What basically happened is they traded away Zach LaVine at the trade deadline. Then Lonzo Ball went down with a wrist injury a month ago, and this has been Giddey's team for the last month, and he's basically been engineering their offense. He's been sniffing a triple-double almost every night. He's been shooting and shooting very well, playing with high efficiency. And so you look at Giddey, and you look at, he's a restricted free agent this year. Coby White is a guy that they're going to want to potentially lock up this year to a long-term extension. If you're looking to be excited about the Bulls, it's these two things. Also, they're in good position now to have home court in the play-in. So definitely some good feelings. I'm not saying they've turned the corner yet, Cass.
And look, Giddey is playing with incredible confidence. I mean, the cojones it takes to leave that gooseneck up when you are shooting the thing from half court with a game on the line. But he is in the midst of the best stretch of his career. I mean, he's averaging basically a triple-double over the last 10 games or so, playing great basketball. And look, if you're a Bulls fan, you can have a little bit of hope, but maybe this guy can be a primary type of player. They were blasted for the trade for not getting any picks back, giving up Alex Caruso, one of the best role players in the league, to OKC. But Giddey's showing them, hey, put the ball in his hands. He can make things happen, and we'll see if it's enough to get the Bulls out of the purgatory they've been occupying for quite some time now.
Perk.
Got rid of Zach LaVine, got rid of DeMar DeRozan, and now this is the Coby White show. This franchise now belongs to Coby White. And it's not just based on this season. Look at what he did last season. So when we start mentioning, when we talk about these young up-and-coming stars or superstars, we might have to end the Coby White name in the conversation if we being real. He's been giving people that work. Just won Eastern Conference Player of the Week in a tough conference with a lot of players that are putting up some big numbers and playing at a high level. And right now, I believe he's given not only the organization, but the fans, the Bull fans, including you, Cassidy, hope that the future can be bright.
Yeah, okay, so Coby White's 25, Josh Giddey's 22. Oddly, they are young, but pretty experienced backcourt. But look, all I'm saying is that they've played towards the middle year after year after year. The last time that they won a playoff series, Tom Thibodeau was the head coach. And we are now joined by the man himself after that 47-foot buzzer beater to stun the Lakers and cap off a wild comeback win for the Red Hot Bulls. And Josh, we appreciate you making time for us today. And let's start with the game winner. How many times have you watched the replay of that half-court buzzer beater so far?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I've watched it a few times. Obviously, it was an exciting shot and moment, but yeah, I've seen a few different angles of it and all the different celebrations that went on after. So it was a fun moment. Obviously, I'm glad the shot went in, but there was a lot that led up to things before that shot to make that win possible. Yeah.
Take us through those final 12 seconds, before the steal, the shot. What were you seeing and what was running through your mind as those plays unfolded?
Yeah, well, we were down 5, obviously, with that side out of bounds with 12 seconds left, and we wanted to get the ball to Coby. Obviously, I skipped it to Vucci, hit Pat in the corner for the 3, and then they tried to quickly inbound it. I got the steal, hit Coby for a 3. Then we got back down. Reeves got the layup, and then with 3 seconds left, I got it into Pat quickly. He threw it back to me. I took one dribble and then had to let it fly. So, it felt good coming out of the hand. But as I said, that last shot that went in obviously won the game, but there was a lot of stuff that led up to it that we had to do right. And, with 12 seconds down 5, it's people are leaving the stands. It's a tough game to come back from, but guys stuck with it. And it was a great win in front of an unbelievable crowd last night.
You said if it felt good. When did you know it was going in?
I mean, when it left my hand, it felt like the ball was traveling in slow motion. I was walking, I was holding my follow through, and the closer it got to the rim, the better I felt about it. And obviously when it went in and the crowd erupted, it all started to feel real. So it felt good out the hand, but once I saw it go through the net, it was a pretty good feeling.
Hey, you talk about this feeling real. This is, Josh, this is the moment every kid dreams of. The 3, 2, 1, crowd goes wild. Like, how long have you been practicing for that shot?
Same as every other kid in the driveway, after school, before school, counting down in your head. And then when you miss the shot, you get the rebound, you restart the count. So, I've had those moments over and over in my head before. And to do it, in the NBA, as I said, in front of the crowd we had last night, it was a really special moment. And, that's something every kid dreams of, hitting the game winner, and to do it from center court, made that moment very special.
I mean, you're just 22, so this is good. This is going to be one of those plays that you're going to remember for a long time. Getting the steal from LeBron James. Has anyone surprising reached out since the shot? What's been the coolest text, call, or reaction you've gotten from the end of that game?
Well, I actually turned my phone off last night. It was obviously, I mean, as you could expect, it was pretty, I was getting a lot of text messages and things like that. So once I got the photo from our camera guy, I posted that on Instagram, and I shut it off for the night. So I've actually got a check today, and I'll see, and I'm sure I can give you a better answer later today. But it'll be cool to reply to everyone, to see the people that have texted and reached out. But as I said, it's a special moment. So I tried to enjoy it with my teammates and my friends last night.
Did you sleep well? Were you able to turn your phone off? Were you able to get some sleep, or were you thinking about that shot over and over again?
It took me a little while to get to sleep. Yeah, I mean, I turned the phone off, but it took me a little while to get to sleep. But we got a game tomorrow, so I got to get some tonight and get ready for the next one.
Well, you not only hit the craziest buzzer beater so far in March, but you also had your 5th triple-double of the season. What is clicking for you in this new role with Chicago?
Yeah, starting to find my feet. I think it took a little bit of time. Earlier in the season, it was probably a slower start than I would have liked. And it took me a little bit of time to find my role and niche in this team. And once, obviously, the trade deadline happened and there was moving parts. And I think opportunity opened up for not just me, but everybody. And I've tried to take that as best I can and do what I can to help lead these guys to wins. And for me, it's always about, winning games, and whatever I can do to help that is the main objective. And I think we've really started to click as a team these last, 6-8 weeks. And it's probably the right time of the year to get hot. So we're feeling good, obviously, but we need to keep this thing rolling. It's almost the end of the regular season. Then hopefully that carries over to the postseason.
Yeah, a month ago, people thought, you all were packing it in. Lastly, just one quick message that you feel like you all are trying to send to the fans and even maybe to the rest of the league right now.
Yeah, I think the Bulls are rolling. I think everyone's starting to see that now. We're probably playing our best basketball of the season. So we're showing that we can beat anybody. And when we have the crowd rocking like it was last night at the United Center, it's an unbelievable place to play. And it's a very tough place for teams to come into. So we've got to keep this thing going. And hopefully that's what we're going to do. What a shot, what a moment, and what a highlight. Thank you so much, and good luck in the postseason, Josh. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, I pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA, I'm here,